Hey, what's going on, everybody? This week's YKWD, we got Greg Stone, we got KP Burke, we got the GM Liz from the Comedy Cellar, and I actually reveal something very personal on this week's episode, and somebody cried, so you want to tune in. So check it out, YKWD, right now. Enjoy the show. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Online therapy. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/dude today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all. YKWD. This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
I'm sorry. It's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. You know what, dude? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, your baby boy, Robert Kelly, and I am here. It's going to be a very awesome YKWD. I got some of my favorite people here who I care deeply about. I love. Dare I say love? I love. Is she in my camera shot? This fucking twat?
I can't tell. He said next to Stone.
I mean, what the fuck?
I love her. This twat.
I
It was the
love
same
you.
sentence.
Yeah, no, that was the
I
thing.
love you.
That was my
Yeah.
comic genius. Of course, Liz, the AKA GM, AKA the lethal bitch, AKA friend to few,
Facts.
AKA the fucking love of my life. If I wasn't with Dawn, I would fight off all those waiters and black dudes to get her. I would. And I'd win.
You might.
Oh, I'd fucking win. Are you out of your mind?
Cold.
You are
You're
cold
here.
because you get in the room with me and your nips get hard.
I know they did. It's chilly in here.
And of course, Greg Stone, aka the Doll Man.
The doll. That's what I got.
Doll man?
I'm not a doll, man. I'm an action figure connoisseur.
Ah.
And of course, showing up late as the what would we call him? KP Burke, aka Merchant Marine Head, aka worst hair in the business.
You told me you looked good last time I saw you.
No, oh my, what'd you do?
That-
You got a mustache. What are you trying to go? You going back in the day?
I'm going rogue, man. You're going back to 2005, Bobby. I'm doing my thing. It's a good time to be alive.
It's good. Well, it's a great episode for me. I'm glad that you guys are here because I like all you people. I love some of you.
With all due respect, KP, great to meet you. Do I sound like that? Because you're a Jersey guy. And you just came in with a heavy-ass Jersey accent. And then I'm like, wait a minute, is that how I sound?
No, this is how you sound when you drive past two dead bodies coming in through the Holland Tunnel.
What?
That's what happens. Oh, yeah, I saw dead people.
When?
Just now.
The city's
first-
doing great.
I'm never late. I'm never late.
Put the. Why are you singing? I'm not your father. I'm not going to hit you. I mean, your foster father. Your stepdad. What do you call him?
Biological Jerry.
Biological Jerry. Pull the mic to your face. Have you done one of these before?
I have. This is good, right?
Okay. Yeah.
This is a show?
Oh, do you hear yourself? Anyway, you saw dead bodies.
Yeah, man. Two people are dead right now.
From-
But I made it on time.
From what?
A vehicular manslaughter, I'm assuming.
It was a car accident?
It looked like it.
Really?
Yeah, two dead bodies, literally. People are dead. Ambulance has been
In
called.
the tunnel?
Coming through to the tunnel. I had to take a different way to come in. So
I hope.
What
it
did
was
you,
a
were
car
they
accident.
fucked up?
I can only assume, but
All right, we'll get to that. Listen, I have some stuff I want to talk about. To the fans of the podcast, fans of my comedy, the Ladybugs. What's that noise?
that's the AC.
AC.
Is it what? Shut it off. We're doing an audio podcast. Don't you think?
Freezing in here.
Oh, it's
I
about to
mean,
get
it's
sweaty.
fucking yeah.
I am
I mean, it's
so cold.
fall.
Mm.
Thank you. We're doing an audio
You
podcast.
look at me like I did it.
because I can't look at Nicole. She's a woman and she'll fucking cancel.
And you yell at me every time if I don't have the AC on.
Typical woman. I mean, just throw it right back in your face. They have mirrors. They hold them up as soon as you yell at them. But you do this too. No. All right. Thank you, Nikki. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, that was weird. Does she? Okay. Well, seriously, I want to talk about something, that I wasn't talking about. Liz knows.
Oh no.
Stone, shut up. Stone's gonna cry. I can't do this. Stone, just be quiet for a minute.
Liz knows. I got 6 months,
Yeah, right.
and the reason why I'm getting skin. No, I'm kidding.
I
I
know.
held that in too.
I know.
I wanted you to cry so
You
bad.
piece of shit. Well, I say you are losing weight at an unnatural speed, and I would say you might want to look into it.
Well, this is what I want to talk about. A lot of people know that I've been losing weight. I've been, working out every day for the last 3.5 months. I've been, busting my ass, changed my whole diet, quit sugar, quit carbs, quit
Red meat.
caffeine, red meat.
Wow.
I quit it all. I flushed out my system for 2 weeks, did a fast, and slowly, but I working my ass off, really, every day. Lifting weights, walking 10,000 miles a day at least, sometimes 20. But I want to let everybody know, and I wasn't going to, it was a decision to say, keep my mouth shut and just live my life or tell people. And I feel like I have to tell people what happened. I got, when I got back from Europe, the tour, and just let you know, this has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of research, 2 years of being afraid, 2 years of flip-flopping, 2 years of scared out of my life, and then finally pulling the trigger, planning it, when, how. I don't have enough money to just take a year off. It had to fit in a certain spot. I got gastric bypass. I got the sleeves or gastric bypass, not bypass, gastric sleeve. There's a bypass is when they take your intestines and fucking flip them out. I got the gastric sleeve, which basically what that does is they make your stomach into a size of a banana. They make your stomach small. They do it laparoscopically with a robot. A friend of mine, Arpan Goyle, who is a friend from my cigar bar, that's his forte. And we've been talking about it for years. And finally, I pulled the trigger and got it done. And that's why, I'm losing weight. But I had to do it because I was not going to make it to 60. All my fat barometers were dead. Ralphie May, if I get as fat as that, if I get as fat as him, they're dead. Mm-hmm. I had Burke Crier, but I got fatter than him, which was fucking terrible. Just a fucking awful day of my life.
How mad is Burke going to be that he's one of your fat barometers?
But he was a fat, as long as I'm not as fat, but you know what I mean? I blew him out of the water.
Yeah, but you're my fat barometer, and now you're coming down below me.
That's what, maybe this is, dude, it was the point where I was watching the NFL draft and I was fatter than all of the defensive line of every team. I was fatter. I'm watching the UFC one night. I'm fatter than the heavyweight champion. Mm. I'm fatter. I'm heavier than Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. I was 350. Mm-hmm. And my feet were failing, my knees. I was pre-diabetic. I had sleep apnea. My blood pressure was on the rise. I was going to stroke out. Mm-hmm. I was going to be, I was going to be that. I was going to be what Reddit said it was going to be. Mm-hmm. And it was basically...
it's not failing, though, Bobby. It's that tech vest from 2002. Just bringing it back, Backstreet Boy style, man.
Boom.
You're looking good. You're looking good.
Thanks.
Got him.
Thank you so much. You're lucky you saved him on that, because that was going to be a hot one.
Thank you, Greg.
I just what?
Yeah, he's new. He's uncomfortable with...
Upon my shoulders you were sit.
He doesn't have...
I just wanted levity.
you just want to work levity.
Yeah, but I kind of want to work levity too.
But we all do. But anyways, it came down to my son. I was not gonna be here for Max.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, it was just gonna happen, and I was gonna do to my son what happened to me. He was, and I ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
If God takes me out, if I'm gonna that's so be it. But I'm not making the choice to be out of his life. I'm not killing myself and having him be all fucked up because the guy he loves the most is gone.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big factor. And it was one of the hardest decisions I ever made. The reason why I made it is because I couldn't figure out how to do it anymore. I didn't know how to lose weight anymore. The snowball was too fucking big.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't push it anymore. And I was looking at it like when I went to rehab for drugs and alcohol. I went away for 14 months. I took me out of the people, places, and thing and put me just in doing this. I can't do that in this with food because I have a family. I have a career. And this was my rehab. I could do this surgery and I'll be in rehab. And then I was going away for 2 months, away from everybody, and I was going to fucking kill it. Every day, walking. I mean, I could walk down the block to around the block to fucking miles. Every day, working out, kayak and all. I knew I had that 2 months to do it. And then I knew I'd come back, but I'd have a head of steam.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be ready to go. And I could take the, hey, what happened? You look good, all that shit. And are you sick? Are you dying? I'd be able to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew the surgery, I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't know if it was going to work.
Right.
I didn't know. I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like I have to talk about it because, number one, I'm a comic. I talked about it on stage for the first night tonight.
How was that?
It was good. Well, actually, there was 2 older guys there. And I was like, I feel like such a piece of shit. I mean, when you were, your generation, you couldn't just be like, I'm just going to make my stomach into a banana. Just get thin again. You guys just had to go fucking do yard work and get thin. You know what I mean? You had to just go out and fucking get a wheelbarrow full of fucking dirt.
But also, they weren't being fed poison every fucking day. Everything we eat is killing us. They used to get real fucking food back in their day.
100%, dude. I cut sugar out of my life. All my aches and pains went away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't feel any of that shit anymore.
Can I tell you? This is like I can't. It's not a fault. I mean, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I don't even know when I told you. If I told you not, I found out I was pre-diabetic. My numbers were up, and I looked at my kid and I went, no fucking way. I'm not doing this shit. My wife's a nutritionist, and I went, now's the time. I mean, for years, she's been sitting there drooling. And I'm like, don't fucking talk to me because she knows it'll be a fight. And I went, you're off the leash now. And she went, okay, this is what we're doing. And she was like, we're not cutting everything because you can't and you'll die. She goes, we're doing grains first. You're cutting grains. In a week and a half, I lost 11 pounds.
Right.
Already
Just
started
like
feeling better.
carbohydrates and like pasta, potatoes, all
yeah.
that shit,
Which is just sugar.
Yeah.
Right. It's
sugar.
all fucking sugar.
Right.
I'm still doing potatoes. She's like, all right, you can
Yeah.
do some potatoes,
Root
whatever.
vegetable.
Yeah. But
I
she's
do
like
potato.
cutting grains.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling sharper. I'm feeling like whatever. I feel like I'm like coming alive again.
Yeah.
I shaved. I don't know what that has to do with it, but it makes me, when I feel
You
better, I
look
shave.
better.
Yeah. And I'm like, we're doing this. But looking at my kid, and I went, it was never about me. But now it's like, oh, I can't have you without me. You need a dad. I don't want you to be I don't want you to be like Anthony DeVito or Dan Shacky. I want you to have a real family. You know, like mush. God forbid my kid.
You have a dad?
Doesn't look like it. Oh.
Oh, sorry. He's
Oh,
dead?
oops.
Sorry.
Let's
thought
go back to
you-
DeVito.
Your energy is, I don't have a dad. Sorry.
Yeah, and when you were, I'm not saying this is like, I don't want to, whatever, this isn't, whatever, but man, you were getting big, and I was worried.
Thank you for
No,
About
worrying.
we
you.
all were. It's not even a joke, Bobby. We were all very, very concerned.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, you were not healthy, and that was visible looking at you.
Yeah.
And
I thought you looked great. That's just me.
Yeah,
but
you
you know,
were a
it's like
fella.
you're walking around the block, like your knees were bad. There was so many things, and it was like watching the dominoes start to fall.
Yeah.
So when you told me this, I was like, oh, thank God.
Right.
Because you took action and you empowered yourself to do this and to make yourself better.
Yeah.
And to, keep yourself going and keep yourself alive and healthy for yourself, for your family, for your future, for everything.
It was hard because number one, if the surgery could have went wrong and did.
Sure.
The surgery was not. I came out of surgery and my blood pressure fucked up. My liver was too big. Food does the same thing to your liver that alcohol does. So my liver was yellow. Not fucking crazy, but it was, and it was big. And he had my friend Arpin he was like, dude, I had a hard time with the surgery. I came out of the surgery, my 3 fingers on both hands, my thumbs and 2 fingers were numb. My blood pressure was through the roof. I could hear them coming out of the surgery. Like it got dangerous. Like, that was a big fear that I go and do this and I die. I didn't want to tell anybody.
Right.
Because I was like, I could die on the table.
Right.
And then coming out of it was the worst day of my life. That first day was the worst, one of the worst days of my life. It was terrible. Because I thought I was going to die that night. I'm like, fuck. Dawn couldn't even come to the hospital. I was so fucked up. And then slowly.
Why did you feel you were going to die that night?
Because my heart rate was fucking crazy.
Okay.
I just felt like my body was off.
Okay.
My hands were numb.
Did you go like to step somewhere? You just like jump through the roof because all of a sudden you're like all this much lighter.
What do you mean?
Like, I would imagine you're walking out of a surgery a different person physically.
No.
No, I mean it's not like
You don't get stuff.
They don't take weight out.
No.
It just,
no, yeah.
Okay,
it's
so yeah,
like
I wasn't sure if they
literally-
They
like
make
both
what
of it,
they, yeah. He thinks I went and got fat cut out of me.
No, I don't know what's.
No, this is like
You
this
paid
is
a little
like
extra.
a life.
Can you bring it up?
process. This is really,
Bring up a little diagram of it. It's gastric sleeve.
It's like your stomach is like this, and then they take this little like circle thing and they put it on so they
No, that's not it.
or you're clipping your
No,
stomach so
that's
it's
not
smaller,
it.
right?
No.
Or
That's
like
not it. No, that's not it either. Gastric sleeve. There's that one.
the band. It's
The
not
band. No, I got this. See, this is what they do. So let me explain this to you. Okay, bring up one big thing, please. Not all of them. Bring up one. Yeah, okay, so make it big. Okay, here. So what they do? Here's your stomach, right? It looks exactly like me, you twat.
I love you.
Fucking new Nikki.
Your
That's
lips
hilarious.
look like that, though. They really do. They look like Bobby's
It's
lips.
there.
I'm sorry. I love you. I love
Somebody
you.
sketch me.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck is that?
It looks like Bobby. Sorry.
What the fuck
Dude,
is-
you're getting part of your stomach removed, dude.
So basically what they do is your stomach's this big from eating and you expand it. They make it into a banana. Now in your stomach, there's these ghrelin cells, okay? And they're the things that tell you you're hungry. The bigger your stomach, the more cells you have.
Right.
So when they do this, in theory, you're not, you take away a lot of that, I'm hungry, but you're really not.
Right.
So it helps you in that way, in theory. And then they make your stomach this like a banana. So I can't eat as much. I can have some chicken. I can have some vegetables. I have to eat my proteins, then my vegetables, and then I can have a little potato. But I can only eat a little bit. I have to eat slow. I have to eat small. So I can't eat out of a container. I've eaten, like Dawn got food out of and I ate out of the container. I ate too much. I wound up throwing up. But this lasts for 6 months. It lasts fully for 2 years. And after that, you're on your own.
Right.
So it's not a cure-all. It's rehab.
Right.
It's time.
Change your life.
Process.
It's a process. But if you don't work out, if you don't follow the diet,
Yeah.
if you don't, you'll blow right through this.
Yeah. Once you get yourself past that 30 days, start building new routines. I'm sure you're already.
I work out. I walk every day, and I work out 4 times a week.
And I gotta say this. That's very. I didn't mean to like just. Anyway. Don't beat yourself up if you're like a step off or whatever. Just keep fucking going. If you live to this impossible fucking standard, it'll never.
I don't. But can I say something about that?
Sure.
That's true, but it's not true. I must say this.
Mhm.
You know, this was a huge decision in my life to
course.
go in and have most of my stomach taken out.
It's crazy.
Of course.
I have a new lease. I got a chance.
Yeah.
Just like in rehab. When I got out of rehab, I had a chance. The thing I had to do when I got out of rehab was fucking do it. So yes,
You have to.
I have to walk every day. I have to move every day. Now, I don't go to fucking. I'm not saying you have to go and join a fucking karate and do all. I'm not saying that. But let me say something.
Sure.
Because yes, be hard on yourself. Yes, fucking
Have to.
this not being hard on yourself, dude. I can't do that anymore. I have to take accountability. And like today, dude, it was one of those days where I could have took it off.
Yeah.
And I'm lying down taking a little nap. And I went, nope. I've taken off years.
Listen, I agree. Listen, I think that what I'm trying to say, though, is somewhere in the middle, right? What I'm trying to say
That's
is...
what I'm saying. You didn't say that.
No.
I actually said that.
No. You're
I
saying...
mean, he said,
you're
dude,
saying-
give yourself some slack.
I'm not saying give
No.
yourself slack. I'm saying...
Cut yourself a break.
Let me say this.
Don't be hard on
no,
yourself.
what I'm saying is the reason you probably got big in the first place,
Yeah.
let me say it's self-hate. So if you replace self-hate with self-hate for not
Well,
doing the thing,
Let me go back.
cure the self-hate.
I'm going to tell you something. This all couldn't have been done when the pandemic saved my life.
Me too, man.
It fucking saved my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm serious.
It was the best thing ever happened to me.
Right.
How? What do you mean?
I lost all the shit that I thought was me,
Yeah.
that made me, was taken away. And I was left with fucking me.
Family and your family.
And all of a sudden, I'm looking at my family, and I'm like, and I started going back to meetings. I started going, like, me and a couple friends started doing small Zoom AA meetings, and then I started getting back into taking care of myself, letting shit go. You know what I mean? Being grateful, waking up in the morning. I woke up this morning. I wake up every day, and before I touch this shit, I sit, close my eyes, and I think of the things that I'm grateful for.
Right.
Every fucking day. And and sometimes I forget, and I'll stop myself, and I start thinking about the people in my life, and every time I smile. Every time I'm like, fucking, I got great people in my life. I love I made a great life. I did good because the people around me right now, my family, my friends, and I'm like, good. And then I just go about my day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that got me into the headspace of being able to make this decision because I fucking really wanted to be better physically, spiritually, and mentally. I had 4 fingers up. I didn't have a 4th one. Physically, spiritually, my dexterity is off. I mean, it'd be great if I just had a stroke and died right now. The best episode ever.
If a sniper
It's
shot
fucking-
through the window, I'd be like, all that for what? He's assassinated.
Just
the
fucking
shades are closed.
If I wouldn't-
me holding my fucking. I want you guys eat what you want. Live life because you never know when it's gonna be over.
Oh, come on, man.
Can
I
ask
love
him?
ramen.
We
It's a
just
weird
shove
question.
it.
Do you think you could blame this on the tiny home though? If you didn't want to tell everybody about the surgery that you had, you just been like, oh, dude,
I
tiny
could
home.
no. Listen, here's
70
the thing.
pounds down, tiny.
Here's the thing, and I'm not done losing weight. I have 50 pounds left.
What are you at now, if I ask?
I'm at 268, 265.
Oh, man.
Down from 3. I was 350 when I weighed in the day of the operation. 335.
Where do you want to be?
I probably around 2.
That's my goal, too. I'm 255. I'm at 244 now.
Yeah.
Man, we're almost in the same. Man, you're
Yeah.
catching up to the old gym, man.
I have a lot of muscle on me though. I'm a little.
If you want to arm wrestle, I'll fucking arm wrestle you.
All
right now.
right.
Okay,
You want
listen.
to go guy to guy?
Sure.
You got
But
it.
anyways.
I mean,
Do it.
I love you both, but I mean, it's Bitchville in here. No one. Please. I love you, Bobby. No, we're not doing it.
Man, you're stopping me.
Don't. It's fine.
Okay, don't do
Don't.
it.
Also,
Yeah,
we're
no.
both
You sure?
way too
He'll
old. to-
cry. He starts crying. You'll start crying. I can't watch that.
All right. Anyways, we can
Later.
arm wrestle later,
Yeah.
but I will take you on. If you lose, how much money?
What money?
What are you talking about?
What money do I have?
I want a
$1.
Bobby Kelly action figure.
Yeah, I have one in my house. It's called the Kingpin.
No, I don't want that. I want the new Bobby.
I'll put that big ass head on a Spider-Man body. Like, there you go.
But dude, it's to go back to that. The reason why, and then going up to New Hampshire was a big part of it because I was away from this shit.
Everything.
I was away from self-esteem. I was away from envy. I was away from greed. I was away from fucking resentment. I was up there waking up every day with the fucking my fucking kid and my wife. Every morning, the dog got so used to walking with me, she'd be by the door, and we'd walk every day.
Right.
And then I would kayak and I'd hike and I had weights up there. I was lifting. I mean, my life changed up there this summer. It was the best summer of my life with my family, and because of what was happening. So my doctor says I'm the perfect patient because I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? But I mean, dude, it's so amazing to me now. I was up there and I got to wash my balls from behind.
What?
Dude, I had to open the door and be like, Dawn, and I'm holding my balls
It's exciting.
like from behind. And I'm like, I can wash my balls.
That's not your hand. Oh! Somebody else behind you.
just
It's a
Max
very
holding my
tiny house.
we're kidding. Max, get out of there. Go watch TV. No,
Great part.
I mean, crazy. That was like a milestone to be able to clean yourself. Like, dude, for me to wipe my ass, I hurt my shoulder one day. You know, because I don't like poop. I like a clean butt.
No, not me. I love it. I want to be around it.
Oh my God.
Who doesn't like
Getting
poop?
stone. I can't.
Who doesn't like poop? Not me. I don't. I am ain't like you fools. I don't like poop. I like shithead over here. He loves poop. Yeah, man. None of us like poop.
You sound like every foreman I ever worked for. That's so weird.
Apparently, you're not friends with Jim Norton. So your theory goes out the window yet again. That's what I said to Norton one day. I go, hey, if a guy came up with $1 million in a suitcase and he said, you suck my dick, would you do it? He goes, I just paid a black chick $500 to shit on my chest. Of course I would do it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Do you think you could get away with it though? Like, I'm kind of fascinated by this.
I could have got away with it, but the reason why, and I was talking to Liz,
I'm sorry. Get away with what? Just.
not telling anybody.
Oh, okay.
Just being like diet, exercise, 4 months in nature. I really turns it around.
Because I watched him and I went, I can do it. Now I'm like, no, Greg, you can't. You can't.
Yes,
do
you
it.
No,
can, asshole.
buddy,
Die.
listen to me.
And your
I'm
kids
telling
gonna
you
be
right now.
staring at your grave like Bruce Wayne.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you what I did. It's not just that. That gave me that. But I was 170 pounds over you.
Mm-hmm.
I was another person above you.
Literally.
Okay, literally. So it's literally no sugar, no grains, potatoes, the whole 30 diet, something like that. You can eat whatever the fuck you want, but I'm telling you right now, if you don't have movement in your life, if you're not walking and you're not moving and you're not doing some type of little muscle workout,
Right.
it's the fountain of youth. That's period, stop, that's it.
Yeah.
You need to fucking move. You know where I worked out? I walked on the roads. You know where I work out now? In my shed. You don't need fucking a gym membership. You don't need a trainer. You don't need any of that shit. Don't eat sugars. Don't eat shit that you have to open a bag. And fucking don't eat shitty carbohydrates. And move.
Yeah.
That's it. And everybody's like, well, I work to, I have you. It's
There's always an
literally
excuse.
30 minutes a day. That's it. And you will lose weight over the year. You will be like, oh my God, my life's changed.
Let me tell you how you fucked up.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you how you fucked up. You come back, you lose all this weight. You should have came back with a fucking toupee on. And every time, listen to me. And every time someone goes, Bob, you lost weight, you go, I mean, it just grew back. I just kept referencing your hair and never say anything about the body or do the opposite. You know, you come back and you're just like, Bobby, you look great. It's like, no, I lost weight. No, never mentioning the toupee.
The first time Bobby came back, the first thing I said was, where's the eyebrow hair?
A lucky one's gone, right?
Bobby's lucky
It's
eyebrow
gone,
hair.
yeah. I don't need it anymore.
They took it off on the operating table.
I
or
don't-
what?
His eyes
They
were
cut
just
most of it off.
Wait, what eyebrow hair? I'm looking at his eyebrows.
I used to have a lucky eyebrow hair that I let grow. Is
Oh.
it there or is it gone? No, it's gone.
It's gone. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
don't need it
Yeah.
anymore.
He said-
Lizzie.
It's crazy.
He looked at you and pointed and went, "You're gonna be okay," and he left.
He left like a butterfly.
Yeah, yeah. Like Goodwill Hunting. He just looked at the door and you weren't there. KP, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing?
Son of a
buddy?
bitch stole my line.
Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp. I'm telling you right now, everybody, it's online therapy. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. I've been using therapy for years. It's the only way I can get through the stuff I have to get through. I'm in a crazy business like most of us. It's not just show business. If you're an iron worker, if you're a teacher, if you're a cop, a fireman, whatever you are, people need to talk to somebody where it's neutral, where you're not going to get you can't tell your wife everything. You can't tell your friends everything. They'll wind up calling you an asshole and they don't listen. But therapy, a licensed therapist will. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, entirely online, and you get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey. And you can switch therapists anytime you want. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/dude today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. Hey, what's going on? Have you heard of Guy Times Presents? This podcast network is, look, these are the only ones with balls. They're putting it out there. They want to make people laugh. They don't care about restrictions or political correctness. They're just doing it the way it should be done. All right. They injected the boner medicine into the penis of paralyzed man. All right. We got a bunch of stuff out there and talking about horse shit. These guys are bringing shows to the podcast platform that people have been waiting for. Like Our Family Jewels. It's an awesome trivia-based drinking game podcast that you can play along right at home. There's a dozen of messed up series you can enjoy wherever you enjoy podcasts. So get on it. Go to Guy Times Presents and check out all the hilariously fucked up, messed up, awesome, fun shows. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Do me a favor. Go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly right there and become a supporter. You get an extra YKWD. You get an extra Coulter and Kelly, the GOP party. But most of all, no ads. You're bitching about the ads, too many ads. No ads on patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And you know what else you get? You get to be in the chat. You get to talk, ask questions, be part of the show. So if you like the show, you like me, go become a supporter. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly.
I don't know this guy. I love this guy. He said 2 words, and I'm like, I love this guy.
Okay,
Is that
he's
weird?
the best.
Yeah.
He's the best. I mean, I'm serious though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I it's no joke. Look at 40 to 50 came quick, faster than I would like. My son's,
How old is Max?
he's 9.
It's huge.
I saw him outside today. I'm out doing a podcast, and I looked out. Him and his friend had wine glasses with crystal light in it,
Oh, fun.
Oh,
and they were
that's
sitting there and
amazing.
like this.
Fancy men.
They were talking like this. Yeah, I don't know. I literally, I go, I'll be right back. I had to get off the. I go, guys, what are you doing? They're like, yeah, Jane broke up with me.
What?
I went, what? Yeah, she broke up with me. I threw slime on her, but it's all right, Dad. I went, okay, I'm just gonna back out of this and
Yeah.
let this happen because this is. You guys are doing some mature shit
Yeah.
right now, and I'm
no
gonna,
right
I'm gonna,
answer to that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck it up. I'm just gonna fuck it up.
Well, I don't know. You don't know this. Today is Calvin's first birthday. I spent
my
the whole day almost bawling.
God.
Yeah.
How many times did you cry today?
Oh, I spent. It was 1 day, but I went through some shit today. This weekend was rough.
What do you mean?
I think I was. Yeah. Are you good?
What do
Because
you?
this is a thing to unpack. So
Okay,
I got to
well,
make sure you're all packed up.
I'm all packed. All right, so
We can go
let's-
back.
We can go back
to
to mine,
Bob.
but I just wanted to make that announcement on my podcast,
yeah, no, I'm so happy.
and I
I'm
wanted to
happy
tell
be here.
people. Let me just button this.
All right.
One of the of course, I was talking to Liz about it and Colin, but one of the things I was at a show the other night. I told you about this.
Yeah.
And this girl came up to me, this woman, and she was, they were a kind of big couple, And she was like, I'm so happy. You look so amazing. And she's like, I just got the gastric sleeve. And I was like, hardest decision you ever made, right? And she's like, it was the hardest thing I've ever made. It was so tough. And I was like, you're going to be great. And I didn't, because I wasn't telling people. I was like, I need to fucking tell people because I could have fucking talked to this girl. I could have said something and be like, I got it. You're going to be good. This is what I did. Everything. And I could have gave her a little oomph. And I know so many big fans of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, forget about the shit that I'm gonna get. I know I'm gonna get shit or whatever, because I thought it was not. In my head, I'm like, dude, you should be able to do it by yourself or whatever. Fuck all that. I needed an assist. Some people do testosterone and steroids. I needed some people are rich enough to get a trainer 5 days a week or build their own gym or whatever. I needed this assist. I got it. It changed my life.
It saved your life.
Saved my life. And I get to be around now as long as I can be around.
You're one of the only guys who supports me in comedy. I need you here.
You got
need
right.
you
I
here,
am. It's
dude.
me and Liz.
You and Liz.
know.
If something were to happen right here to you two, if you were to get into a wild
God.
shootout like Aaron Burr, my career's over.
Yeah.
I have to look at KP like, dude,
That's
can I open
true.
for you?
It's us, man. Listen, I need Bobby around till November.
No, but so that's the reason why. And I'm going on all these podcasts coming up to promote my special that's coming out October 8th on louisck.com.
Hey,
bing,
nice.
bing,
We're so
bing.
excited.
And I'm very excited. And
Bobby, you saved your own life. Like, you saved your own life, and I think you don't realize, but you
The
just
doctors, I mean.
no. He made the decision,
Yeah, but I
and,
mean,
and he's working through this, and this is something he has to do every day.
Sure,
like
but-
he's going to do it.
Round of applause for the nurses.
Relax, ER bitch. Stop. Fucking stop. You want to talk about your 1-year-old kid and cry? I mean, is that what you want? We're talking about Bobby.
I'm here for Bobby, but you think I can't shit on him a little bit?
No, not right now.
Why? Look at him. Look at him.
He looks
He
great.
wants it.
You know what?
He
You
wants
should,
it. He
you
loves
should
it.
hug him and see what it's like to hug him now. You do
Penis
like,
to penis,
you
finally?
You do both arms and your hands are gonna meet.
Oh, it's happening.
And
Oh,
it's like
beautiful.
nothing you've ever
Hang
done
on.
before.
Oh, God, this is gonna
it's
be
like
like a-
full body hug.
It's part sumo.
See that? You've never been able to do that before,
it's
have you?
beautiful.
It's unbelievable, right? It's so crazy.
Liz, it's a little bit sumo meets Brokeback Mountain. Right?
I know, but it's nice.
I think it's the shirt. Really, it's
Bobby
Greg's
also
shirt.
has to get all new clothes. See, I told you.
you just tried to
I told
kiss
you.
me, Liz.
Stone has to leave. He's
Stone,
crying.
come here.
Oh,
Don't
God,
just
that-
cry on
Stone,
camera
come
like
here.
a man.
Come
Stop
here,
being a
Stone.
bitch.
Is
Come
he
back.
crying?
Oh yeah, he does.
Stone, come here.
Because if you cry,
No,
he's
come
gonna
here.
cry. If you cry, he
You-
cries.
but it's
This is
beautiful.
great.
Are you okay?
He's crying.
Oh,
Liz, did you
I
expect
gay,
all
bro.
of us
I
to cry
gay.
and just you?
I'm a sympathetic guy.
It's great.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
man.
didn't.
I told you.
Why did you try to kiss me?
I didn't try to kiss
You
you. It was-
tried to kiss
it was
me at
the
the end.
tears of my soul
Oh,
pouring on your neck.
See?
He's fucking
You know
I
why,
know,
Bobby?
but now
was
you
the-
are too,
the
Bobby.
Hush your back. Hush your back.
It's
I
great.
think sometimes I think I love. I mean, I think sometimes you say I love you too, but sometimes I don't know if you realize how much I care about
I
you.
do,
dog.
but I love you.
All right,
too.
dog?
I really do, man.
All right,
love you too.
dog. I gotta
Try
call
to-
dogs and keep it in there. All right, bitch. You're all bitches.
How was that hug? Was it
Ugh,
It's
leave me alone.
crazy. Just like,
Good.
I mean, but you do that, and the first time it's like Bobby's
Shut up. Everyone
good.
Shut up. I can't listen right now. I'm
Well-
going to a soccer game in my head.
So, anyways, we'll button this up, but I wanted to let my fans know. But I also wanted it out there because people flip flopping about this, and it saved my life. She's absolutely right.
Yeah.
It saved my life, dude. I was gonna be that guy. You guys were gonna do a benefit for me, and I don't want. I wasn't. That would be. It was my choice. I was the one making that happen. I was the one that was gonna say I'm out, and fucking. I don't want to do that to my son, man.
Right.
I just don't want my kid. I don't want my kid and my wife to have a different life than we have because of fucking me. I couldn't stop eating chips and pizza and fucking dumb food. I'm not lonely. I'm not alone. I have so much, and I just have to be grateful for it and fucking take it in. Stop looking at what other people have. Stop looking, put blinders on, and be grateful for what I have, not for what I don't have or what other people have. And that changed my life. Letting go of all the bullshit, the resentment, the fucking anger. Fuck it. And enjoy this. But I had to do this because I couldn't enjoy it the size I was. Because I was gone. She's right. I was out.
I would like to throw this perspective on you.
Yeah.
I think sometimes as comics, we are always waiting for the final act and the movie and the win. The reality is for most of us, and I would say you and for myself, we're already in our happily ever after.
100%.
oh my god.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Like,
I'm
the
not.
fact that you all get to live this dream that so many other people have. blows my mind. And that every comic that works at the Cellar and works here is not so cognizant of that and appreciative of the fact that you're literally living a dream every single day. No matter how hard it is or how difficult,
It's like
it's somebody else's fantasy.
Right.
It's your reality.
We're above the Comedy Cellar, the greatest club ever in the world.
Right.
And we're here right now doing a podcast, and we all work the Comedy Cellar. We're
Yes,
actually.
we do.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Well, oops.
KP,
KP, I'm gonna have you on my podcast just so you can talk. I'd love to hear what this guy has to say.
there is a.
Is he even a comedian? I don't even
I
know.
don't
Nobody
even
even told me.
Oh, I did lawn work for Bobby earlier today. What are you doing after this?
But even aside from the comedy thing, the Comedy Cellar thing, like, like you're married, you have a wife, you have this kid that you love.
You
like,
you said it. We're
It's it. We're
there.
good.
Yeah.
Even KP, you're there.
I mean, we'll get you there, dog.
He just saw 2 dead bodies. He's having a rough time.
He actually saw it. It was his
Future.
soul.
Future.
He didn't see real dead bodies. He actually saw his
Ghost
future.
It was me and the half of you lost.
Yeah, but it was it is true. You need to fucking just relax and enjoy it. We spend I was spending years not taking care. Your soul is like your body. You have to work it out.
Yeah.
You have to take care of it. If you ain't taking care of your brain and your serenity, whatever you believe in, I don't give a fuck if it's yoga, if you go to church, don't give a fuck. You need something. And then the final thing that I was taking was my body. My body, I ruined it. Like Joe Rogan said to Louis, he ate himself into a shape. What the fuck? I mean, the best description of my fat ever.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I was a shape.
Yeah.
And it sucks. My special's coming out on the 8th, and I'm just a fat motherfucker in it.
Yeah, but that was the last time you were.
The last
Last
fat.
time you'll ever be.
The final fat.
The
that
last
was it.
time you will ever be like that.
The final fat.
Is that the name of the special?
The next one.
With the next one's, but you're not gonna be fat in the next one.
Yeah, but I'll have footage of me
yeah.
being fat. What am I going to do? A fat
footage?
special and then lose the weight?
Wait. The final fat is the next special. What's the one coming out on Louis.com?
We're going to call it Killbox.
Call it the
What
final fat.
happened to
What?
Oh,
The
it's
other
just Bobby,
one.
right?
Fully Cocked or full whatever that
Can't
one
call
is?
it Fully Cocked.
Why not? What was
That's
it?
Mateo's special.
No, that's a different cock.
Oh, it's I Love Cock.
Right. What was it? There was something else, right?
Killing it. But I like I
Bobby
like,
Kelly, pronouns, he be killing.
Pronouns.
He
He be
hyphen
kill-
be killing.
he be killing.
He be killing.
I love it. I like he be killing. We were gonna call it Remember AIDS, but we.
I like that though. I do like that. Remember AIDS?
But I was like, yeah. Louis was like, we're putting it on my website. You can call it whatever you want.
I know.
I think Killbox works because that's what we created. We went into an empty space. The whole concept was Louis. I had this whole act I was working on about food addiction and weight loss. And he was like, do you have another hour of just killing? And I was like, yeah. Because I had 2 hours
Yeah.
of stuff. And he's like, let's just kill. I want you to just kill. And we created this, like the Cellar is a kill box.
Right.
I always called that the kill. It's just a kill box to sell.
Yeah.
So we created this 12-inch platform, square, like Elvis's comeback special stage, and we just wanted it. Every camera has crowd, so it's just I'm in that kill box. I'm in that comedy, and it's a club comic special.
Nice.
It's like an ultimate, specials in theaters with this boom and the stuff. I'm a club comic. And that's what we captured. It's like I'm there. We made this space from scratch. All the people that his designer, fucking award-winning. He gave me his crew.
Yeah.
It was all the people that does his special did my special.
Well, they didn't call me.
Huh?
I did like most of the audio on Hilarious, and no one ever fucking gives me credit for it.
What are you talking about?
I'm just making something.
What?
Oh,
For fun. Sometimes I just like to lie because I want to be talking.
do you remember the part where I said, "Be happy for what you have"?
Yeah, but like,
So, anyways, it's
There.
coming out, and it's gonna be awesome.
Was that the first like big thing they did down there? Because that's Coastal in Tampa, right?
As far as what our level of, yeah.
Yeah, you're the biggest act that has come through there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know it by the promo. They're just promoting Louis. It's like they did a promo, and it's just like these side shots of Louis' face. It's like, dude, you guys stop sucking his dick and put me in it. I texted him. I was like, yeah, the video's great. I'm just not in it.
Yeah.
And it's my special, but whatever. I know it. They really helped.
Was this the same stuff I saw you doing at Fat Black? Because I
Yeah.
loved what I watched.
Yep. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was great because, I mean, if it wasn't for Liz.
Right.
Yeah, because when we switched gears, Liz was like, she literally was like, you're going on this. She made me go on like twice a week.
Yeah.
And she made me go on at the fucking Pussycat Bar, which is just dying.
Yeah.
I would go up and just
It
fucking.
literally it'd be like, fuck it, let's just do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, like no
She would
real
force me
time,
to.
no real whatever, but like let's do it because it was older stuff and it was stuff he really wasn't like really focusing on.
Yeah.
It was all this stuff that like it was just that killer shit that he always does when he does spots.
Yeah.
That you're like so you know, but
Yeah.
not the newer stuff that he's working on again now, which will be in the next special.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
I should have done a special.
Yeah.
You know, my manager, agent told me to go fuck myself. I got fat. Oh, I mean, dude, getting fat fucked my career. It 100% had an effect because there's TV fat and then there's obesity. And I was obese.
All right.
And, you know, I played Santa twice.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
And I didn't fit into either Santa outfit.
That's-
They had to,
Yeah.
I mean, how embarrassing is that? I showed up on one of those movies and they had to cut the shirt.
oh.
And it was a XXX Santa. I mean, it was sad, man.
And I look at George Costanza and I'm like, if I could get that body.
Showbiz fat.
Right.
Dom DeLuise, showbiz fat.
Yeah.
I was beyond that. It affected everything in my life. And traveling was a nightmare, dude. I mean,
And that's a huge part of your life.
dude, to take the seatbelt and pull it under your stomach like next to another human being and to make a tourniquet for 2, 3, 5 hours.
Yeah.
And not to be able to take your shoes off because you couldn't get them back on. If I dropped something on the plane, I would kick it to the person next to me. I'd be like, hey, can you get that for me? I mean, I had all these fat tricks.
Funny. Yeah.
You know what I
fat
mean?
tricks are Funny.
Road gigs did change with you, by the way. Like you were so disciplined with it, like getting like eggs and just putting like heavy cream in your coffee instead. We used to tear up like a nice In-N-Out burger.
Who are you?
Yes, I'm KP Burke. How are you? I'm your best friend. I'm the guy that helped move you into New Hampshire.
You got to do fat tricks as a TikTok video series.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
All right.
Was
I'll
it
do it with you.
Oh, you two
Well, I'm not.
should.
I lost 10 pounds.
And then you two
I
should.
feel-
I think Bobby lost a lot more than 10 pounds,
Oh, I
right?
know.
Well, we're not going to use us.
You're not
We'll
fat.
use KP in
We'll
the
get
video.
rid of
Yeah, come on,
yeah.
guys.
We use Mush and KP.
Ooh, like before and after.
But yeah, well, that's going to be, I saw the special and it's like, fuck me. I mean, but
When you
Louis said,
see it,
you look good.
are you shocked
I got photos.
looking now
you wanna see-
at yourself? Yeah, how big you were.
It's fucking.
Does it scare you a
shocking.
little bit?
Yeah, she sent them in the morning. Yeah, it's.
Because
Yeah,
again,
it's-
like I'm not the only person. We were very worried for your well-being because it
That-
got to a point where it was like, what else can be done? I don't know. What else can Bobby do? Like other than can we break his jaw and wire it shut?
Well,
Like is that the next thing?
Yeah, well, it's like drugs. You would have done an intervention. You would have got a counselor, and you would have all went somewhere and did that horse shit and sent me to a rehab.
Yeah. And
If
you
it was
hurt
drugs or
yourself now.
alcohol, that's
That's
what would
the thing.
happen.
They should do
huge.
that for fat people. They don't do that for fat people. They should do a fat intervention.
Because fat, it's the same thing as drugs and alcohol.
Right.
But because I was doing so much work in the program, I just put it over into this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get your head right. You have to, just like drugs, you had to hit a bottom. You know, it took me 2 years to fucking say yes to this. How many people did I talk?
He was sleeping. I thought he was sleeping too. You
He
looked. I
was.
was like, Mush is
Mush
sleeping.
was
on the
sleeping.
fucking- Mush, were you asleep? What the
You
fuck?
had your
Mush?
eyes closed.
What are you listening
What?
intently? What are
He
you
goes,
doing?
I go, were you sleeping? No. He gets, no. I go, you had your eyes closed. I know.
Were you thinking about
envisioning.
something?
It's called envisioning.
What were you thinking about, Mush?
Food. All the things I'm not going to eat now on the road.
Oh.
Now, talking to the microphone, you fucking stonats.
Oh my God! It's over for Mush now, huh? If he goes on the road with you, like the glory days of Mush.
No,
like, road
I got Mush on a fucking plan.
Yeah,
I
I've already
mean-
lost 15 pounds.
I-
15.
Looking good, Mush.
Listen,
God, if I said
Mush, I
50.
gave him a fucking watch that counts his steps. We're going to get him into the planet, what is it called?
Planet Fitness.
Planet
Like,
Fitness.
yeah, that's like $10 a month.
I'm going to pay for it. When are we going to do that?
$10 a month, big
Wait,
spender, Bobby.
Let's do it this week. Let's get you in there.
You could do the Planet Fitness where it's like $25 a month. You go anywhere.
Let's settle down.
Anywhere.
Let's settle
He
down.
could chip in.
I'm not doing the 25 a month.
He
He's doing-
could chip in.
No.
It's his well-being.
Hey, Fat Tit's got to go to the 1, and then if he loses,
You're right.
if you
You're
lose
right.
50 pounds,
You're
we'll
right.
up it to the 25.
right.
What if you send him
25
to
a month.
the?
I got a son. What's wrong with you?
No, I said
What do you
he
think
can chip
You
in.
think I'm Billy Burr? I got no fucking
You're right.
cash.
Can your patron sponsor Mush for Planet Fitness?
25 a month?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. If we get a 25, we're going to add a tier. It's called the Mush tier. All right, it's $30 a month. 10 goes to me as a fucking vig.
I
Yeah.
gotta get my taste. Just a little taste.
And then we could all do group fitness classes
That'd
together.
be fun.
Stone, you have to go too.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be fun.
Stone,
What?
I'm telling you right now, fucking do this.
I'm already
and
doing
you too.
I'm doing good right now, man. I'm not as good as you, but
You're
I'm
sweating.
doing good. Yeah,
Hey, you
probably.
guys-
Yeah.
You, guys- you can't get
You're exercising, sitting down.
You can't afford to get your stomach cut in half.
Permanent flex I have.
You're sweating.
My face is greasy.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. You do look better.
We're working on ourselves, man. We're
Good.
trying slowly.
I mean, it's we got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I look at these, other comics, and they're just shredded and working out, and
Not all of them. Not all. There are people that
not the
are,
ones I hang out with.
And there are some that, are definitely not. It's hard. I mean, in this profession, it's very hard to have that like healthy, regimented lifestyle. The lifestyle doesn't lend itself easily
Right.
to being very healthy and, conscious of that because you're working at night, you're up late, you're traveling, you're on the road. Those options aren't there. So to go and really, really do it while you're in the midst of this lifestyle, this whirlwind sort of life it's difficult. So that the fact that you could do it is very impressive.
It's
So
difficult.
let me piggyback that real quick.
Please
Another thing-
piggyback it.
Let me piggyback that real quick. If we could circle
oh
back.
my God, what are
No,
you
a big.
doing?
I'm making faces and noises.
Those are hand gestures.
The comedy mind, the people who get into comedy are usually dopamine addicts. We are people who need it. ADHD, it's usually a dopamine problem. We get on stage for the immediate laugh.
Yeah.
So we are all also mostly addicted to food because it is a fucking dopamine. The carbs, that sugar spike, the bread. It's like
Well, it
most of
usually-
our brains are also
If you look at
for that.
comics, it usually happens later in their career when they can afford food.
right.
At the beginning, I couldn't afford. I came to this. I worked the cellar because they gave me food.
Food spots.
Yeah.
And later in life, when you have the kid and there's shit food in the house, and you got the wife, and you're staying home a little more, is when like you said, it gets for me. What's fucked up is how amazing your body is, that you can literally put on. I put on like hundreds of pounds. Okay, like
You were carrying a whole other person.
I was carrying a whole person, 150 pounds.
Wow.
And I didn't notice it. I still felt the way I felt at 10 pounds overweight. My body adapted to the fucking jeans. I put on jeans and it just made those jeans fit me. I sweated in, whatever the fuck happened. I just adapted to it. And I didn't even know it. I didn't know how fucking big I was.
Your
And
mind also adapts to the mental abuse too, not just like from like fat, but like when you start getting shit like you're in a bad relationship, you're the bad thing. You start being like, oh, well, the water gets
This
slowed
is
up
normal.
poorly. And then one day it's out, and you're like, I was just living like that.
Yeah.
People were just I was treating myself, and people were treating me like shit for this long. How did I not fucking see that?
Yeah, it's true. I couldn't believe, like, the fact that I was getting, I couldn't clean myself comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing until now
Good.
I could take a shower, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck was I
Right.
doing? Like, it was weird to me. Putting on my shoes, I had to grab my pant leg, rip my foot up onto the thing, and then hold my breath and put my shoe on. And then my leg would just snap back to the floor like a fucking rubber band. It hurt putting my shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could stand up and put my shoes on.
Yeah.
and I didn't know that. I didn't know how my body just fucking adapted to 150. That's fucking 10 babies.
It's a good unit
God,
of measurement. by the
More
way.
than 10.
It's 15 babies.
Yeah.
I was talking 10 mush babies.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It was 10 mush.
Got it.
That's 50. That's what? 8 turkeys? 8.
It's insane.
I mean, it's so much weight, and my body just fucking
Let's do
adapted.
more though. Turkeys, babies. What else you got
Mush's
here?
cranium.
It's
4.5 tires.
dude. It's
60 records.
Tires.
Yeah, just whatever
How
things
much
you
does
can.
a
Dude,
tire weigh?
it's
I'm at 20, 30 pounds.
it's 9 French bulldogs.
Ooh.
Huh?
My dog weighs 30 pounds.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Fucking you feed
He's
your
a
dog
pug.
has to
He's
get
a
its
pug.
stomach.
He's a very tall pug.
He's got to get gastro.
He's always on a
sleeve.
diet. That little fucker's always on a diet.
You put your dog on a diet?
Yeah, he's a pug. He has to be.
That's hilarious.
He walks up and down.
But I'm glad you guys are working out. I really am, because and at least eating right. Because you don't have to fucking be shredded, but movement is the key.
Right.
I get depressed. I was like, all of a sudden, I think it was like a week ago. I told you about this. I was sad, and I'm just lying there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, I didn't fucking walk today.
Yep.
And I went, and I just went right out. I walked. I did my little stupid walk around the neighborhood, and then I came back, and I did a little lifting, like a little curl stuff, 20 minutes. I could find these YouTube videos with these shredded black dudes. Just
Really?
oh yeah, I'll show you. Want to see one?
Yeah, send me that link.
He's so hot, man. He's just jacked. He's nice too. He knows that fat guys like me are watching, and it's only like a 20 pound. And I do it. I felt for the I don't drink coffee anymore.
It's all Keith Robinson videos.
Never mind, I don't want them.
I was gonna say Godfrey, but all right, I like it.
Yeah, it's a one arm video.
Super
Oh, what you
ripped
doing?
left. Dude,
Dude.
swirl it around.
Do 20 cane curls.
Give me some of that lasagna.
Get it. Now pop the bottle of wine open with your teeth. Make your mouth strong to eat that pussy.
Oh my God, Keith.
So there you go. It's been a wild 3.5 months, and my life has changed. And
Do you feel better now that it's out there and in the open and the honesty is there?
I went on stage tonight for the first time. I told you, you know
Yeah.
this, because Liz is my muse.
I love that.
I went on stage, and I talked about it tonight. It was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Why?
I
The
didn't.
stage was probably the strongest it's ever been with.
Well,
That
that's
was a fat joke that I couldn't get out, man. Damn it.
what was it? Do it. Try it again.
He was-
So let me set you up. I was scared. I was petrified to talk about it on stage.
No, but the stage was like, oh, thank God, I couldn't take this guy anymore.
No, it should have been something like
The word reinforced would
Yeah,
good.
he's good at this. Let him do
Yeah.
it. Ready?
I do punch up. I do.
All right, here we go. He does great punch up. Let's
That's
you try it. Ready? Yeah, it was the scariest thing I've ever done.
But the stage was so relieved, so little reinforcement.
you shouldn't personify the stage. It should be something like this was the last time you were scared.
Yeah.
because You've lost all that
Oh,
weight.
let me
No,
try it. You
sorry.
do
Go
it to
ahead.
me. You do it to me.
Bobby, was this
No, you said that you be me.
this was the scariest time I've ever been on that stage.
How do you think the stage felt every time you stepped on it?
Ah,
you
there
had
it
40
is.
minutes to think about it.
But I'm 30-year vet, motherfucker. I know how to make shit
I've
funny.
been doing this for 6 years.
Boo. 6.
6?
You've been doing it good for 3.
Maybe.
Um,
Anyway.
So yeah, it was terrifying. To be honest with you, tonight going on stage and saying I got gastric sleeve surgery. What is it called again?
Banana surgery.
Whatever.
Banana surgery.
Sure.
I wish they named it not after a food, by the way.
Right.
I couldn't have bananas for you, and I kept saying the banana surgery. It may just
When they said banana, were you like, what the fuck is that?
I
The
love
thing you need to start eating.
yeah, no, you can't eat bananas.
No
A lot
bananas?
of sugar.
Sugar.
Now I can, but it was terrifying because people look at you like, I'm not into that clapter shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
like clapter.
Same.
Yeah, like I survived. Yay.
No,
Good for
men.
you. You're so strong.
Why can't men just? Oh, you're right.
You didn't get clapter tonight, though. You got that wow today.
What do you mean, Mush?
Remember that guy went.
Oh yeah, the guy went wow. No, because I said I lost.
However,
I lost 70 pounds. He went wow. I was like, relax.
You should set
there's
up a
more to come.
you should set up a dummy chair on stage you could sit on. It could break comedically anyway, and go still.
That's pretty
Every
Shake your
show.
fist at it.
That's
every
pretty
show.
Liz, can you get on
That's
that?
pretty funny.
Let's get
Yeah,
that.
we
Let's
could
get
probably do that.
let's get a carrot top chair on stage. Yeah, but it was I was scared, but I did get that one. This is why I love comedy,
Mm-hmm.
because I got on stage, I said it, and then I said, "Yeah, these two old guys were there," and it's like, and I kind of got a bit where I could go
Yeah.
down that path where it's like, now, yeah, oh yeah, you get, older guys, men don't do that. Was because that was the big thing, man, is that I was like, real men just lose it.
Kind of bullshit.
Real men, what, you don't get surgery. Fucking pussies get put. Fuck that.
Right.
I would have
Real
died.
men don't go to therapy. They've been saying the same.
Real
shit for
men
years.
don't fucking die on their family because they can't stop eating fucking ramen.
Right.
So yes, that's it. Any other questions?
Missed opportunity, dude. If you just attributed all the weight loss to tiny homes of Maine,
Right.
what an opportunity you could have had there. You'd have been the greatest, but better than Jared at Subway, I might say.
Making money.
You could have done it.
It's like one of those fish tanks.
Yeah, but
if the fish tank is too small, the fish can't grow that big. I had him. I was trying to help him out here. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help your guest.
I am not mad at you. I'm just staring at you blankly because of what you just said. I can't. I'm supposed to not have emotions to your words.
Because you got to speak fast in this podcast. Any second of
We're
dead air.
speaking very slow.
You're speaking
Dude,
slow.
this is a different YKWD.
Yeah, this is very
This is
slow.
serious today.
Yeah, we're doing a.
Why are you being like this, Stone? Why don't we talk about your son's birthday and you
Because
cry
it's
again?
8:30, 9:30, and I got to leave at 9.
Let's talk about it.
What? Oh, no, I don't know if we have the time.
We have
And I love you.
We
but
have time.
We have time.
No, I have a spot at 10:15.
Where?
Dude, where? Fucking
I got my friend.
Czechoslovakia?
Where's your spot at
Gramercy, can I
10:15?
make it in time? New
I
York
mean,
Comedy
I
Club?
jumped.
Yeah, you're fine. You got
I
time.
You would have said that anywhere or what?
It's on 23rd Street or whatever.
Yeah, but
You're
I'm,
fine.
But I'm okay.
You're
You guys
walking.
both
You
stepped
should
on my
walk.
Czechoslovakian joke.
Who did? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You went
Stone was-
10:30 and I was like, where? Czechoslovakia?
Yeah.
I was on
an
defense
hour.
mode from Liz.
Maybe it wasn't that funny. I'm sorry. Can you punch that up for me, Kate?
It's the Czech spot.
Great voice on this.
Yeah.
Check spot.
So talk to me. What happened?
That was big.
Talk to me. You got
Oh,
to.
that hurt.
Huh?
I want to hear this.
All right, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to switch gears into this thing. Well,
Why?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So this weekend I went away with my family. We were in the fucking woods, and it was Lake George. Went to
Oh, that's
Lake George. It was
nice.
very nice with my Tita's family. I'm hanging out with
Wow.
her family, and they're all really nice and supportive. And I kind of came to terms with this fact that, like, I don't know how to just jump into this, but like, my stepdad used to beat the shit out of me.
Right.
And I
Mine too.
never accepted that was real. It was always like, no, but back then they were all beating the shit out of each other. Oh, but he wanted us to not, fuck up. So it wasn't like he beat us up because he was drunk. He didn't want us to whatever. So then it was like, oh my God, like, then I started inspecting the shit where I'm like, your stepdad beat the shit out. Why are you? Well, this is the way a lot of the things you do are, because you were. It's funny because I talked to my friend Mike, and he would come to my house. I was like, man, what was your perspective of my family growing up? And Mike was like, oh, it was weird that every time I came to your house, we had to go into the basement and no one was allowed upstairs. And I was like, well, upstairs is where the family was, and we had to stay in the basement. Like, yeah, man, but like a lot of families aren't like that. And I went, that is kind of weird. And then I talked to my brother, because my brother's older than me, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't even getting, my brother was getting it 1,000 times worse. And I looked at my brother. He's in a hardcore band, wears all black. He's got a shirt. He has a tattoo on his belly that says Persevere. And I'm like, I always like, that's so funny. Why would he do that? And you go, oh, right. Because our stepdad was beating the shit out of us. And I have just accepted this as a thing. So then I'm like, okay, like, whoa. And then I'm like, thinking of my mom, and I'm like, why the fuck did she marry this fucking guy? Now I'm mad at my mom. I'm like, why would you fucking let this guy into the fucking house? And then it comes to the fact that my mom doesn't really we don't really see my mom often, right? So now I'm like, this weekend I'm spending really upset with my mom. I'm like, my Calvin's birthday is this thing. I'm like, she hasn't called. There's nothing. I've seen my mom like 3 times this year, which is like, but she sees my sister. She's constantly going there. So I'm getting mad at my mom. And now I'm like fucking upset and pissed. And I'm like, this shit. And right before I got here, my mom calls me to say happy birthday to my son. And my mom didn't have her dentures in. And I see this woman who now is 1,000 years old. And so then I'm realizing that life is this thing where it's like, first you think your mother is in your family, they're superheroes. Then you get older and you go, oh, they're not these superheroes. They're fucked up. And then you go, oh, but they're only products of what they were. But by the time I come to that realization, I go, my mom's going to be dead soon. And I'm finally in this place of like accepting who they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, why I wasted years just sitting there. Like my stepdad beat the shit out of us, but he didn't want, he said this to me when I was a kid. He went, I don't ever want to see you on the other end of my gun. Because he was a cop. And I was like, oh, but he doesn't know how to handle fucking kids fucking up. So he treats us like a television where he just hits us until it gets clear. And then I go, you just didn't have the fucking tools.
Yeah. I mean, I had this. Listen to me.
I'm crying again, by the way. Third time this episode. Jesus.
Are you coming? You said crying or
No, I was
coming?
crying. Both.
Oh,
This is terrifying.
it'd be funny if sad stories made him
Right.
come.
Ew.
But then I look at Calvin too, and I'm like, look, I know I'm going to fuck you up. But like, I'm going to teach you how to be love and to love. And like how to love and how to accept love. And that's all I can really do. And like, hopefully you don't fucking hate me for the best I'm doing.
He's
You know
not
what I mean?
gonna.
You know?
He's not gonna.
I mean, I know Stone like well enough to know that you're a product of your upbringing, and that has made you one of the most loving, emotionally generous people I've ever met.
100%.
I mean, like, and that's amazing.
Yeah, you're
The fact that you came out of a situation like that,
Yeah.
and on the other side, you are so generous with your emotions and your love for people, for your friends, for your family, for your kid, for your wife, that no one would ever fathom that you came from a place of violence or anger
It's
or
shocking.
hatred. It really,
I had the
really-
same upbringing, but I did.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I never knew that happened to you.
Right. So yeah, I mean,
So it's to me to hear that, I got hit all the time. I got called fat, stupid, idiot, whacked in the head, punched in the stomach, punched in the face. My mom's stepdad did the same thing from kindergarten to 5th grade.
Mhm.
At that age, think about that.
Mhm.
That's Max's age. Imagine me punching Max in the face
crazy.
because he was late. Imagine me punching him down a flight of stairs. I mean, but your kid, because of who you are, I came home the other day. I come up the driveway. Max sees me and his face goes, runs, grabs me, holds me, not hugs me, holds me, goes, come into the trampoline. I climb up into the trampoline. Thank God
Trampoline
now.
screamed.
No,
Sorry.
I'm not fat now.
I know you're not, but it's fun.
I mean,
I love you, bud.
It's still fun.
Yeah. I'm also fat.
It's still You're gonna be fatter than me in a couple weeks. I got a banana. And he takes me into the trampoline. He says, "Lie down," and we're lying down. And then he scooches up next to me, puts his arm around me, and then grabs my hand and holds my hand. And he goes, "Look up at the sky," and we're looking up at the sky. And this is what I used to do with him when he was a baby. You know, when he was a little kid, we used to lie on the grass and look up at the sky. And that's what he wanted to do when he saw me. And I'm sitting there going, fuck, I love this kid.
Yeah.
I love him. He's not getting that guy.
Right.
Because you got that guy. And I'll tell you this, fuck him too. I know that's great that look, I forgave my mother because my mother was 15 when she had my sister, 18 when she had me, and she had no therapy. There was nothing.
Yeah.
You just buried it.
Right.
You took it all and went, and she didn't want to go on welfare. She just went to work, and she married this guy thinking that he had money and he, all that. She made a lot of mistakes, and we suffered for it.
Right.
And fuck him.
Right.
Fuck. There's no excuse to hit a child.
So
There's no excuse.
I know there's no excuse, but like, as I am, the reason I say that about Calvin is
You still
because,
talk to this guy?
Yeah. So the thing about this is that, and like he's definitely softer, but what happened?
What? Because you could beat him up now.
Well, that's the thing I said to my brother.
Yeah.
This was the conversation I had with my brother. I went, dude, it's crazy that by the time you get old enough that you could beat the shit out of this guy,
Yeah.
you don't want to.
Right.
And my brother tells me this story about how, because my brother's a hardcore dude, 6'3". They call him the Wolf. I think I told you about him.
What
before.
happened to you?
Wolf.
Dude, we're the opposite. We're the opposite.
Stone
My brother's
Zone and the
a
Wolf.
comedian. Yeah. I'm
Stone
the-
Zone and the Wolf.
yeah.
Stone Zone and the Wolf.
Step-
One's big and macho. The other one's a
Stone
little
Zone.
lumpy and short. Sorry.
Yep.
My brother was coming off tour with his band, and George said some shit, and my brother was like, "Dude, I'll fuck you up." And he said, in his eyes, George, he got like, and my brother went, "You just took all the pleasure out of this. Like, you look like you cowered a little bit." And he went, "Yeah, I don't need to do this anymore." And it was a thing. But I'm not defending George, but I am saying that like
Your dad, your real dad, the guy I talked to on the phone,
my real dad is Joe. That's the best guy ever.
the best.
Yeah. Well, so that's the thing, right? Let me open this up. for
That's
you.
your fucking dad.
My real dad is my real dad.
Yeah.
My real dad was an alcoholic who was joking, having a great time.
Yeah.
My mom left my mom with a ton of bills. My mom literally broke up. They broke up and went, I'm doing the opposite, and married a cop who says 3 words and was a carpenter and fixed the fucking house.
Yeah.
And like and I don't like this. I feel weird saying he beat the shit out of me because it's like, it wasn't like you. He wasn't this guy who'd come, like, I know people who they would like, their dads were just whatever. He just didn't know how to do anything, so he would hit it.
I get it, but still, I
Right.
get it. I understand he's still part of your life, and you have to coexist. I stopped hating my mom and fighting with my mom. I say this all the time when she whispered in the phone, "When do you realize I'm never gonna change?"
Oh, God.
It was the creepiest shit I've ever heard in my life. She's home,
Right.
and everybody's there, and we're screaming at each other. I'm at Mohegan Sun on the fucking out on the terrace by the pool.
Yeah.
Fucking you fuck. Why do you? What do you realize, Bobby? I'm never
Yeah, right.
change.
Right.
I felt her go,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
and I was like, I get it. I'm out. I change.
Right.
That's it. So I understand that. But, dude, I have what is that?
PTSD.
I have PTSD from getting hit. Like my anxiety. People say you don't have fucking anxiety. You're confident. You're a fuck you guy. No, my anxiety is when somebody fucks with me, I will fucking murder you, because he made that.
Yep.
I chased that guy with a hatchet in the 5th grade. I learned that fucking you want to hit me, you want to fuck with me, I'll fucking murder you. And 5th grade, I chased him with a knife, and then I went after him with a hatchet, and I was not fucking around. I was going to fucking bury that hatchet in his chest, because he gave me that. What is it called again?
PTSD.
Thanks. I have it. My brain doesn't
Right.
work, and I still have it to this day. I get that anxiety. Somebody fucks with me, and I have to fight it off every day.
Dude, I have this core memory in my head. Sorry that this is a little bit off. Of my stepfather just hitting me in the face and me just going, "Fuck you, you pussy. That shit doesn't fucking hurt." And he just hitting me. And to this day, I go, why was he hitting me? It's this idea of like, I still don't even know why. What lesson was he trying to teach? This is why I'll never hit my kid, because I remember that shit. I clearly probably did something, but you know what I remember? Seeing his face and being like, "Fuck you, pussy."
Yeah.
Right? Well, maybe it was just some other you know what I mean?
All you
Why would you
wanted-
hit your kid? Sorry that
All you wanted,
in.
all your kid wants is to be loved.
right.
It's all a kid fucking wants is to feel love and feel belonging to something. And that's your job as a mother and a father.
If I can, I just want to tell Larry and Sandy Burke how much I love them, and they did a great job, and they never hit me at all, ever. So I don't want to speak for anybody else here, but my parents are pretty great.
Your voice,
Comparatively.
your voice is that of a man
Comparatively.
way older and grizzled than you are.
I mean, let's be honest.
I
Your
look at this-
parents did not do a good job. You were adopted.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be a senator, but I turned out like this instead.
You look at him, and he's the sweetest looking guy, and then he talks. He goes, "How's everyone doing? I've been tracking this boy for 37 years."
That's my. I did a Florentine impression once. I just got stuck in.
I just gonna say you sound like Florentine.
What are you talking about?
He does look like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Speaking.
Why don't you take off your helmet, Mandalorian?
Oh, I wish I could, man.
He doesn't. He has that hair.
It's permanent.
That's
Bobby said-
Mandalorian helmet hair.
Meanest thing he's ever said to me, too, by the way, was he told me that my hair looks like a hay.
I can see that.
I grew out for a year, Liz.
I didn't see it before. I can't really remember.
Find
what
out I
it
look
was
like a pumpkin
before.
patch.
He bought that from the Frank Sinatra estate sale. That's Frank's weekend hair.
He looks like if Brendan Sagalow had a soul.
Oh my god!
which we know he doesn't.
That's it.
Wow.
Let's see. Rapping.
Mush almost fell off the chair. Holy shit!
I think that's the choice. We were both the same person. We had to choose. Like, one of us is like going to be a rapper. The other one's going to learn how to weld. We just went with it.
For the record, I love you, Brendan.
Yeah, he's got a nose ring. I hate him.
He has a nose ring.
Oh, he's such a sissy.
When did he get a nose?
I don't know.
Never
It's like
mind.
stop trying to fill the whole tub.
Right.
You're doing fine.
Doing great. I love Brendan.
He's got a little tiny gold nose ring. Ugh.
All right. I'm not going to say anything.
Who gets nose rings?
No.
You know, he
Nobody.
brought that back too, right? That's not like a new thing. He must have had that and then decided it was
It's-
time to.
He had it before.
I'm sure of it. I Sag's one of my boys, but I'm pretty sure that's.
He just ratted him out in front of us.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. All right. Well, let's move on. We have questions from the fans. You're gonna go. You gonna go?
No, I'm just going to do the maps. I'm going to look at the maps, how long of a
You got
walk
time.
it is.
I love.
You're
Liz.
just saying that because you don't.
Are they
Liz-
running on time?
Liz. No.
What time is
They
the
do
show?
run usually on
What
time.
time is the show?
I
Start. What
don't.
time did the show start?
I want to. I don't know.
This weekend, my man, you're both shows, right?
Yes, sir.
Newtown, Pennsylvania, at the Newtown Theater. Me, and then we're gonna be at McHenry Theater. No, what theater?
Mock Chunk.
Monk
in
Chunk
Jim-
Theater.
yeah, Mock Chunk in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania.
Jim Thorpe. Me and
evening.
KP will be there Friday and Saturday night. Saturday during the day, I'm marrying Joe Russell and his
Oh my
wife.
God, that's right.
Are you coming? It's around the corner.
Where is it? Are they
And,
doing
and
it
me-
at the,
apparently, I got the show run, and Rick Chrome is singing.
Oh yeah, because Olivia and Rick are
Yeah,
they sing in Tom Papa's dumb fucking show together.
and they met, and
Tom
Russell took his class.
Yeah.
So Rick is going to be there. So
actually-
Where is it? Is it at the thing over there by my house?
yeah, right over there. What?
Oh yeah. Send
I
me
don't
the
have
info.
time.
Why?
Uh,
We have questions for you. One question.
One question. For
What's the
Stone.
fucking? What are you doing?
We'll have a 10:15 spot.
Where?
New York Comedy Club on 24th Street. It's a 32-minute walk or a 12-minute cab ride, but I didn't want to pay for a cab.
I'll
Wait.
pay for a cab.
No.
I'll Venmo you. I'll PayPal the money to you. Take a cab. I'll PayPal the money to you.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not going to take it, but I'll take a cab.
Just take it.
All right,
I'll
let's do the
send it
question.
to
I
you.
love you.
Walk halfway and then you hop in.
Well,
a cab when you
how long's your spot over there?
Like a 15, 20-minute spot.
What, you gonna change the world with that 15, 20 minute spot?
Well, we'll
You want a
want the
spot on
world
the
when
10
they say
o'clock
we're
show?
not booking you
You
anymore.
want a spot on the 10 o'clock show?
I can't put all my eggs in one basket because all my
Biscuit?
eggs are in
Don't
the
say
comedy-
biscuit.
I do want a spot, but I
What do
have
you
to.
You thinking of biscuits?
Can't put all my biscuits in one.
All right. Here
Anyway.
where are you going to be
Go ahead,
this
sorry.
weekend?
This weekend.
Oh Jesus.
No. Yo, check out my album. Check out Night Cream.
Oh,
Night
tell me
Cream.
Oh my God.
We're doing the Night Cream show
Oh my
It's so
God.
funny,
on the
dude.
Bobby,
23rd. You know
Liz.
about it?
What?
fucking night cream, man. You don't know. This sociopath, it's unbelievable.
What do you? What is this?
All
The
right.
thing where he sings with the little
October
Asian?
23rd.
Yes, he
With the
sings
little
with
Asian
a little
guy.
Asian boy. It's the most bizarre,
Where is it?
hysterical thing.
Here.
We do it in the bar at the Pussycat on Monday nights at like 11:35.
Come to the show.
It's like
you do a little stand up, and we auto tune you. And
it
we
is,
Have a good time.
and then you sing little songs.
Do people
It's-
like it?
I love it.
Does the crowd like it?
Yeah, they do. You're like, not only
I'll
that,
send you the video.
you also know
They're losing
it's
it.
so
Why-
good.
Can
when,
we pitch the show as a comedy show for Netflix?
Yeah.
we can. I'm telling you this right now. We are the new Flight of the Conchords or Tenacious D.
This is literally like
Can
when
we-
every comic has to come and sit and watch this, you know it's something. And I'm addicted to it.
I'm coming Monday night.
Addicted.
I'm
It's the
coming
24th, so it's a few Mondays from now.
Yeah, the 24th of October.
October 24th.
I'm not. I can't make that.
Okay.
You can.
No, I'll try.
Okay.
I will try.
I'll remind you.
No, I'm going to be in LA
Oh, fuck, that's right. Yeah, never mind.
doing
Sorry.
podcasts.
Podcast.
I remember I gave my cat Bomus to a transsexual bartender, and she was like, "Bomus is gonna be okay with me. Don't you worry about it.
Aw.
Just do that all day."
You got to read the question. Or I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
Oh, sorry.
Relax.
He's
All right,
freaking out.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. Let's see if there's any questions for you.
Oh, and if I can get my Instagram followers with the 10,000, my wife said she'll have sex with me. So everyone.
How many do
follow
you
me.
have now?
If I
It's a long way.
and if he
Like,
gets it to
almost 9,000.
50,000, she said she'd have sex with me.
If I get to 50,000, my wife can have sex with Bobby.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
As long
Make
as
it
you
happen.
both enjoy it.
Let's make
It's been a year since the kid, right?
It's been a year since
Yeah.
kid today.
All right,
For
good.
the day.
I'll do it. Yeah. If it was like 6 months away, ugh, I don't want to do that.
Oh,
All
God.
right, here we go.
They both got
Question.
stitches to worry about.
We're gonna do questions for Greg first
Yes.
from Dan Konakokowski.
Oh, the good friend.
You know him. Greg, where's a good place to start if I wanted to read some classic Marvel comic books?
Oh my
60s,
God.
70s, 80s. And what, there's a double
We don't
question.
have time for this.
And what do you think are the best animated DC Marvel series?
Oh, I would say, look, if I had to, off the top of my head, my favorite Spider-Man of all time is Michael Straczynski's Spider-Man. It's like 2000s. It was drawn by Romita Jr. It's my favorite arc up until they bring Satan into it. I think it's
Satan comes into it?
they reverse everything at the end. The devil shows up and goes, he has to make a deal with the devil to save Aunt May. It's the biggest bullshit ending, but it's the best Spider-Man run, in my opinion.
Really?
Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the other part? DC Marvel animation. What do you think?
Oh, as far I would probably, the last thing I saw that was pretty good was like World War Mush. What was it called? It was like the end game for cartoons. Did you watch it? It was like I pass. No, go Batman the Animated Series.
I have a question. What if
Why am I speeding through this?
What if your kid hates comic books?
Well, then I hate him. No.
What if your kid goes into your room and
100%
goes, Dad, when are you going to get rid of these faggy dolls?
He 100. There's no way I'm not breeding him to hate everything I love. Because I am forcing every day he wears a Spider-Man full costume.
No, sometimes he has Star Wars stuff on,
Sometimes
or
he
Adidas.
Yeah, he does wear Adidas to look like a guinea. I dress him like a mobster. Or he has a Star Wars. He has a Chewbacca, full Chewbacca.
I love it.
It's a full Chewbacca thing.
Did I show you the thing with Max? He's so
Piece of
cool.
shit.
He's a cute kid.
Yeah, he's dressing like Spider-Man every
Did I
day.
show you the thing with Max? I'm up in New Hampshire by the fire, and I did a video. This is why I love Max. I'm sitting by the fire outside during the day. I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm going to send this to you. You bring it up, Nicole. Ready? Can you do that?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Still Nicole.
All right. New. I just sent it to Nikki.
Yeah.
She's going to bring it up. Dude, this is why I love the kid so much. Anyways, let's go to the next question because you're panicking.
Yeah,
and you,
I know.
Wait, there's
be
nothing worse than
fine.
when Greg gets anxiety.
Nervous.
Oh,
You know, it's a lot.
It terrifies me.
It
terrifies me.
Really, you just want to be like, just do that.
Greg from Curtis Wheatley.
Ooh.
Is the macaroni ready? What the fuck's that mean?
Oh, unfortunately, the macaroni is not ready. The macaroni has been taken off the table. That's from, I was doing a podcast with Mike Vecchione called The Macaroni Rascals,
Right, the macaroni rouse.
and we had to end it. Set the table.
Ah,
That was our catchphrase.
got it.
Okay, there we go. You ready for Greg from Tom Hroten?
Classic Horton.
Since Greg collects action figures,
Oh, here we go.
I'd like to know which one of his is the most valuable,
Ooh.
which one of he values the most, which one is the least painful when inserted into his anus. Thanks, dude.
I love that people think that because I collect action figures, it makes me gay.
No, it doesn't. We just know that you stick them in your bum.
Well, first of all, I stick everything. Why would I stick it? I stick my finger in my bum. I stick vibrating mechanisms into my bum. I do not stick my action figures in there. It brings the value down. Everyone knows. It's like a car. When as soon as you take it off the lot, it's down 2,000.
That's what you do when they made Captain America black. He just sticks him in his bum.
We call that kit bashing, kit assing. That's for my inside.
So
people.
what's your favorite one? What's the most valuable? What's the most valuable?
Well, my-
two good questions.
my-
Three, in my opinion.
The one I just sold, I sold one about last year. Was a Joker, Mezco Joker figure. I sold it for about $600.
Wow.
And now, but currently, my favorite is a Mezco Wolverine. He came with a Sentinel base, lots of heads, lots of. Oh God, I was on
know what
vacation
any of
and I
this
missed him.
means.
What?
I was like, I can't wait to get home and look at my fig.
My fig.
I missed
you're-
My fig.
My fig.
Look at my fig.
Yeah, my figs. My
You
fig.
can go now, Stone. After that.
I know.
My fig.
But my favorite shit right now, I completely stopped when I had the kid. I have a couple things coming every now and again, but I collect these little Star Wars. They're called Squadron. They're just the spaceships, but they're all the same size as they would be. They're all in scale. And so I got a Millennium Falcon. I got real high at the Borgata, and I was just flying around my hotel room and landing.
You brought it
You
with
brought
you?
them on the road?
I bought it there.
Okay,
Oh,
thank God. I was.
But I did bring
thought
the X-wing, so they were hanging
You
out together.
brought the
It
X-wing.
fell into the suitcase when I dropped it in there because I knew I was going to be bored.
Liz, he's bringing toys on the
to the
road.
Borgata.
The Borgata's a hellhole, and you got to do what you got to do. To
I
survive
can't
there.
wait till his son and your wife's Korean, correct?
No,
What is she?
Filipino.
Thai.
Lao?
Thai.
My
But-
God.
I
We're
can't
all
wait. Good. Because you know she has some tough Asian
Oh yeah.
Thai. He's going to be like a man, like that's just kicking fucking bamboos with his shin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad's going to be in the room next to him
With a
flying
TIE
TIE
fighter.
fighters.
Happily.
What if he doesn't
Sure.
like it? What if he grows out of it? He's like, Dad, why do you do that? You're gonna be sad, or you're gonna make him like it?
No, I'm going to be like my kid, because by the time he's older,
Yep.
they're going to be accepting all types of trans and who they identify. So by that time, he's not going to accept his father, who identifies as a child. He'll be very accepting of that.
Dude, I can't wait. This is what's gonna. Oh, here it is. This is why I love my kid. Ready? Look at this. This is my favorite. This is why I love my son.
I got to go. But I love you.
Look, watch.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I
That's
saw
a-
this. I saw this. Fucking hysterical.
I mean, we're in the middle of the woods.
This is hysterical.
Sus. He's sus.
He's sus.
I love
He's sus.
He's suspect. I fucking love him. Listen, I love you. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy about you and your kid and how much you love your son. And I'm so about his birthday.
Oh,
And you get to be the dad that he never that you never had. You get to be the dad that you never had. You get to your son is going to grow up with love, affection, and a great father and
Thank
mother.
you. You guys speed this up. I'm going to miss this spot.
I mean, it might not happen. He might get addicted to drugs early, and that might mean nothing.
No.
God, no.
It's in his
No.
bloodline.
It is
Listen.
his blood.
His mom is awesome.
His mom is awesome.
All right, buddy. I love you.
KP, I want you on my podcast. I'm going to let you talk the whole time.
Goddamn
Oh
pleasure,
my
dude.
God.
KP, sit over here. You don't even.
I got to move now.
Yeah, we'll move,
Love
dude.
you, Stone Zone.
Thank you,
Greg
Stone.
Stone, check him out. I'm coming down. I'm
Night
gonna come
cream,
down Monday night.
It's-
Night cream.
It's fucking insane.
All right.
It really is.
Give me a hug.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Come here. Give me a hug.
Do it. Oh. 2 hands, Stone. 2 hands. 2 hands, Greg Stone. You won't.
Night cream is
It's
super
fine.
funny though, right?
I mean, it really is the best thing I've ever seen. Bye, Stone Zone. I love you. You could wipe your tears on the way downstairs.
I
I love Stone.
we got a couple more questions. We have any questions for Liz?
No. Gotta go soon.
Please. All right. You can go whenever you want
I know.
if you gotta go. But I love you
I
here.
know, I love you too.
fucking. I wish I want to do
I
the.
know.
Can you be on my show every week?
I love you.
I love you so much. All right, KP. Here's one from Scruffy Bones.
What?
Scruffy Bones. This is for you. We have a question for you.
Oh, I'm excited.
Are you excited?
I am now.
When on the road with RK, what do you believe is his greatest asset? What have you taken from the time spent on the road with him? And Greg, how long will you continue to push the singing career for? I'm glad he left for that. Would hurt his feelings.
I know. It's
It can't. What are you saying? I know we love Greg.
all right. So it's not just the auto tune sort of gives him this freedom that he doesn't have when he's just doing his own material. He just starts improvising with audience members, with other comics, and
People love it.
yeah. I mean, it's just like
Let's film one and put it on YouTube.
yeah. No, I mean,
This is it?
No, this is where it is now.
Where is it now?
It
That's
needs.
not it.
We need a little.
Is this it?
This is him just singing with whatever. We need to sort of work this into more of an arc, and Greg and I were talking about it to try and just figure out how
So
to
you're
make
on it. You
yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so happy.
because
Good.
it's addicting.
I'm coming.
Addicted.
We should all come.
When my whole staff, and like they see all the fucking comedy, when they're all like, Night Cream.
The girl apologized who tried to kick me out of the
Oh, fuck her. No one cares.
tried to kick me out of the comedy cellar tonight.
Fuck her.
I walked in, sir. She called me sir. Well, I walked right by her. I go, yeah, beat it. She goes,
That's when
she
you
goes,
lost too much weight.
you're not supposed to. I go, where's Liz? She goes,
I know.
she's. I think she's in the back. She goes, I'll go get her. I go, I got it. Take off. I went in the kitchen. I was like, who the fuck? Look on the wall.
Hot Bobby.
But she came up at a pause. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. She,
Sorry.
hot baby.
To your credit, you've never fallen asleep in the passenger seat anytime I've ever had to drive you anywhere. That's what I've taken away from the mentorship you've given me on the road. It's a bad partner that falls asleep.
No, also Bobby, like on the road, like when we went to Vegas, Bobby's always down to do anything. Like Bobby just doesn't want to just sit around and do nothing. It's like activities. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's see this. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people are like, I'm just going to sit in my room and write all day. And
Yeah.
Bobby's like, no, let's go live. Let's
He's taking
see
me
these
to
places.
the Mock Chunk jailhouse across the street from our gig on Saturday.
That's awesome.
Taking me there. We're going whitewater rafting, I think, right?
No, we're just gonna suck each other off in the parking spot they give us.
As long as there's
That's
something to do
nice.
before the show.
Oh.
That's nice.
No, I do. You're right. I do love
Yeah.
when we go away. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. When are we going away again?
mean, I'll see you at Skankfest.
We should hike one day.
Yeah.
Let's do one.
You
of the
got to let
hikes.
me know when you're coming, going, and then we'll
Okay.
coordinate.
So
Skankfest.
there's nothing else you've taken on the road. What do you believe is the greatest asset?
I don't want to kiss your ass too hard, man.
Why not?
It's pretty.
I mean,
great.
why not? I've given you
Because
all.
I know, and I love you, and nobody's been better to me in this business than you. But
So why do you have a problem?
because it's
kissing
going to
my-
sound so gross right now.
It's not going to
Just
sound
say it
gross.
already.
Just say it.
Whenever you go up on stage, and I'm saying this is myself. I go up on stage. I think I left it all out there. I think all the new stuff's working. Everything's perfect. Good tags coming to me. And then I have to hear you make the room go 1 decibel louder because I'm just not that good. All right? You're the best, man. You know that. You show me what a room's capable of, and then I have to feel bad about a good set I just had because it wasn't what that was.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of something I have to do tomorrow. What did you say? No.
I'm gay.
Well, dude, listen. You don't think that when I'm over at the Pussycat and Colin Quinn's going on before me, I'm like, fuck. I went to Rome.
Yeah.
Colin went to Rome. He's got 20 minutes on Rome. I went to Rome. I got fucking agita.
That's,
No,
I
you
got the
didn't.
best
You had
pata.
a great time.
Oh,
Jared.
the
plan that
best-
though.
Come
'Cause
on.
What?
I feel like I know Liz because I've been in the car and been told I'm not allowed to talk so many times when you guys are talking on the phone. She doesn't know that I'm in there with her. But
Oh yeah.
this was planned, right? You were going to go to Italy first and then do the weight loss thing?
Well, the thing about it was the perfect thing because I was going to the greatest place in the world for food, and I came to Liz, and Liz literally, I went to school.
I was in the car for these, just so you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I had to come here, and she was like, she had maps, she had books. I have books. I gotta give you books back.
Yeah, it's whatever.
And I
know it.
And she was like, you have to do this. You have to. And she actually wrote, go here for breakfast. Do this for lunch. This is for dinner. You know. But I was going to all these places.
I gave Colin the same.
Yeah.
Yes, too, yeah.
But he didn't go to that fucking
No.
place, by the way.
No, I know.
There's a
Dumb.
place that she sent me for the carbonara
Carbonara, yeah.
and the cacio e pepe.
Yeah.
And it was
It's just an amazing restaurant. Like everything they do, they just do typical Roman dishes. And it's like to sit out on the street and look and see like the castle behind you and like and you're eating this amazing food. It's,
But not only the pasta, the antipasto I got before, all the appetizers. It was one of the best meals of my life. And I had a bunch of them on that trip. But Rome was the best.
Did you have a death row meal?
I had a bunch of them. That I just knew that when I came back, 3 days after I got back, I was getting the surgery. And I knew that, but I was working out every day, but I was eating this food, and it was perfect because I went on this food tour, like the farewell tour to being a fat fuck. And I went to all these
you
places.
did it right. You
know,
did it right.
I did it. I mean, dude, I was so happy. Anyways, all right, let's move on to the next question real quick. Greg, we got that. And then KP, Kirk Gregory. Ask KP about the Bill Burr read, his letter on Monday Morning Podcast.
Oh, shit.
Wild fucking story. He talked about it on the Irish Goodbye. I love you, Liz.
Get hanging.
We'll see you downstairs. Goodbye. He talked about the Irish Goodbye a while back. What was that?
I told you this story one time on the road, but it was long story short. I got blackout drunk once and wrote to Bill Burr on the Monday Morning Podcast about a legal situation I was in.
Yeah.
But I left my name out and I left all the details out, so he was allowed to read it. And then it was my chick that I was with at the time. Remember, I had a house in Florida.
Yes.
So I had a house in Florida, and then me and the chick went through it, and we wound up splitting up. And then she tried screwing me out of the house, which I was trying to be good to her about it. But anyway, she had a new boyfriend in like 2 months after we split up. We were together 4.5 years, and then the new boyfriend I found out was using a fake name and trying to pretend to be the lawyer to screw me out of my own house.
Ugh.
Yeah, while he was living in my house. It was about as gross. I had no problem with her the entire relationship. And then a couple of ugly moves that she pulled. What wound up happening was I got blackout drunk when I found out that the new boyfriend was pretending to be a lawyer, like I said. Wrote to Bill Burr, forgot about it. I wrote that on a Saturday, and then on a Monday, my buddy Jeff calls me up and just goes, hey, dude, I think Bill Burr's reading your life on his podcast right now. And he was. I'd completely forgotten that I had done it, but I posted the link on my Facebook, and I guess enough of her friends that are also friends of mutual friends they wound up sharing it, and I believe she heard it because it's one of the greatest text messages of all time. We didn't talk for like 3 or 4 days after this, and I wrote to her and I just said, "Hey, if you still want to handle things civilly, we can, but I'm not dealing with the lawyer anymore." And she goes, "Civility went out the window when you involved Bill Burr."
That should be a shirt.
Oh man! And then I got to tell Burr about it because when Verzi filmed his special in Sleepy Hollow or whatever, I went up with James, right, and we're hanging out there, and then Burr's just like shaking people's hands and stuff, and James tells me to this day, he goes, "It's the only time I ever heard your voice squeak."
Oh, really?
This is when I was thought, "Oh, Mr. Burr," and I told him the story, and he was dying laughing. So it was good, man. It was a good bookend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I lost a house. I have no life savings anymore. But I'm here on a Tuesday, right?
Oh, boy. Yeah, you saw dead bodies tonight. We got one more question for you. Max O'Connor, question for KP. What got you interested in joining the Navy, and what ultimately made you leave? If you can share. Some are saying the latest Maverick movie is probably the best representation of Navy's operation. Your thoughts? Yeah, right.
Top Gun is a recruiting film. It's absolutely true.
Most people don't think, they think Air Force.
Which is weird. It makes no sense. This is a weird stat that I know for some reason. The Navy has more planes than the Air Force, and the Army has more boats than the Navy. There's no reason for this.
What?
Yes, correct. We're dividing by 0.
So the Navy, what the fuck does the Air Force do?
We're not sure yet. We're looking into it.
Well, this is the thing. People don't understand. The military, that you guys hate each other. Like the Navy, the Marines think everybody else is pussies.
It's there.
Right?
Yeah.
The Navy, the Army hates fucking the Air Force because they get more money than everybody. Right? You guys all hate the Air Force because the money goes to the Air Force first, then it goes to the Army, or the Navy, then the Army, and then the Marines, right? Or the Army's last.
They have a better quality of life, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
the
And
Air Force.
everybody doesn't like the Air Force, but why? What the fuck do they do?
It's so weird when you meet veterans too, because you've seen it. I've talked about it on stage before on shows opening up for you, but it's
The Air Force on flying, but what is it? Read that.
The Air Force focuses on flying, but only a small fraction of personnel actually fly. Most airmen and airwomen work on flight support missions, handle base affairs, etc. Not
goddamn
flying.
right, Nicole.
So the people flying the missions and bombing and all that and fighter, it's the Navy.
Yeah, majority of it's nuts, man. The Navy does everything. It's
So
pretty.
you're not just queers with hats on a boat,
No, I told you. I've
delivering
said
the
this before.
machines.
We want to have sex with each other. We just don't have the time.
Right? You're just busy swapping the
There's
decks.
so many things going on.
You just
No.
cut a hole in that hammock. Guy swings his cock over your lips at night like a cuckoo clock.
Oh man, this episode took a turn. Remember a minute ago we were crying about like Stone's kid and shit.
Now it's back. Hey, do you guys? Is a lot of guys banging in the Navy? Did you catch a lot of guys banging?
You know what was weird? We had two, because I was in when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was still the policy,
Right.
and then there were two guys.
For short. Shh.
Yeah. Well, there was two guys we knew on board the ship that were just like out and gay.
Yeah.
Just nobody gave them a hard time or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell they were doing like gymnastics and stuff like that. Like it's, but
Every Sunday they had like brunch.
that's. Yeah, they wore their dress whites tied up above their belly button. But so there were guys that were out, and then what was weird is that when the rules went away, then you found out there were other people that were like playing it on to quote the down low or whatever
Yeah.
that were then comfortable about it. And you're like, oh shit, I never knew. All right,
Oh, really?
yeah, it was weird.
So there were a lot of gay guys in the Navy?
Not as many. I'll tell you what.
Why does it get the rap that Navy is the gay part of the military, the gay branch?
I mean, part of it's probably earned, but
And the uniform is, I mean, the popcorn, the Cracker Jack uniform is just ridiculous.
I don't know, but people like it, man. Fleet Week around
Yeah,
here in
gay
the city.
guys love it. Yeah, Fleet Week. You mean fucking suck a boat guy's dick in an alley week?
They were. I was here for the Henry Hudson Festival 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Because my ship came into Manhattan.
Yeah.
And we went to a couple of free Yankee tickets, anything you
That's
want.
great, yeah.
You can't buy a drink anywhere.
Yeah.
And girls just want to take pictures with you the entire time. It's
Right.
the only time I've ever felt famous.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, one time I was like setting up T-shirts for you after a show.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good.
You were
too.
good too.
That's
I want to get anybody who opens for me a shirt that says "I was funny too."
that's.
I want that shirt.
Man, that was the brutal one. It was actually one of the best feelings ever. Was a guy at that Asbury show we did.
Yeah.
And I know Mush will appreciate this.
Oh, that shit sucked.
It's
I mean, dude, I have fans.
it was a
going,
nightmare.
Dude, it sucked.
But everyone left happy though.
Yeah. You what? Yeah, go sit down, fucking Bush.
Mush. But yeah, there was a guy, really cool dude, a guy in a wheelchair, and he actually he was trying to take a selfie with you.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, dude, I'll take the picture for you. He goes, oh, no, I want you in it. And I was like, all right, this is what acceptance feels like.
Right.
I'm here now.
They awkwardly, let me go get in the picture. Yeah.
Good dude.
That was the one where you guys were in the balcony, right?
Yeah, it was you, Voss, and Florentine up on a fire escape.
50 yards away from the crowd, packed house, on a fucking balcony with no lights, with a shitty sound system. It had an echo. There was an echo for the musician. Yep. God bless him. And then the owner of the place was fucking so shit-faced he had to go home.
Because here's what I would, because everyone like gives
Slow down.
Todd Glass
Take a breath.
lot of credit.
What?
For, like Todd Glass is known for going to places and saying how to fix shit.
Sure.
But I've noticed that you do that too very well. You tell people how to not have a check spot, you know what to do with just little things like where to put chairs, temperature, things like that, and it all works.
Yeah.
And they always tell you, no, we can't, and then you make them do it, and then it works. Like, why do you think the ones that don't do it don't do it?
Because they're stuck in. They don't care about the comedy. They just don't care. They don't. You understand? Clubs want to make money. It's a business. Mm-hmm. They want to sell booze for a ridiculously overcharged price. They want to make a lot of money, and I get that. And they'll have you there to attract people to come and eat and drink. A comedy club like Acme, food is third. Comedy's first. They made the room where all the seats are facing the stage. You can't eat in the room. You eat before. The Comedy Cellar, you have to get a paid check. There's no check spots. Mm-hmm. You can't talk. Shut the fuck up. No cameras. You will be kicked out. It took years of them training their audience. This is how it is when you come, just like theater. You know you don't do that shit when you go to a theater. When you go to a play, you shut the fuck up or you get kicked the fuck out. If they catch you on your phone, they'll come over, and if not, you go. Mm-hmm. And they'll escort you the fuck out. That's the way it is. You know, comedy clubs, these people just don't care. You're the fifth thing on their list. Their waitresses.
You know you have the record, right?
What?
You know you have the record for, I think it's the most people ever kicked out of an Uncle Vinny show.
Yeah, but that was a group.
It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't my fault. So it's not my record. If I did it, I would be proud of it.
It's on
but
the back of your baseball card, though. That's a good one.
They left. They were cunts. They were just drunk and fuck. Well, look, it's a bring your own booze thing. Yeah. You can't regulate. Comedy Cellar, if the waitress says no, we're not bringing it because you're too drunk. It's comedy first. That's it. Comedy first. And what the clubs that put comedy first are the best clubs, and the clubs that don't, they worry about their wait staff being having anxiety because they had to clean up faster. I'm sorry I love the wait staff at all the comedy clubs. I do. It's great, but I'm sorry, but I'm the guy. Mm-hmm. We're the people that you are filling the seats. So give them the best show. Don't fuck me with a check spot. Don't drop your dumb check standing up, talking loud in the middle of my joke. It took me, it took me a minute and 20 seconds to get to the point of this joke where I'm going to drop the punchline. It took me 45 minutes to get them. They're with me. They're watching the movie. Mm-hmm. They're listening to the story. They're engaged. And you come up, yeah, do you want something else? Are you fucking nuts? So now I know that you don't give a fuck.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So fuck you.
Taking out cell phones and stuff.
And they come up with this, we have to turn over the room. If the Comedy Cellar can do 37 shows a night without having a check spot, well, they're a smaller venue. No, they're not. They have 5 clubs they're doing this at. Stop it. There's no excuse. Well, they have less people. They have a 200-seater around the corner. Stop it.
Do you hear that? Laugh it up, Poughkeepsie. Get your shit together.
But listen, I also know that when I agree to do certain clubs, this is the fucking horror I'm going to face.
Mhm.
So I do think in another angle on it is that it makes you a stronger comic. If you can keep people engaged during a check spot, during fucking assholes, waitresses that don't give a fuck, and they still at the end of the show are like fucking woo, then it makes you a better comic. All that stuff makes you stronger too. But the fuck the check spot. T-shirts are available now on comicrebels.com. Use code word ladybugs. I hope everybody gets it. Fuck the check spot.
I mean, that was called synergy right there, what I just did. So.
100%. We're going to wrap this thing up. Go there and get all your YKWD. Listen, the fall's here. Get your hoodie. The YKWD hoodie is one of my favorite hoodies. It's so comfortable. It's heavy. It's nice. We have the hats. We got the beanies. Get yourself a nice YKW beanie. We got the check spot up there. You got the skank fest. We got to get a new logo this year, by the way. Kevin, if you're listening, it's 2 weeks away, you fucking cocksucker. I mean, what the fuck? I got to talk to him. We got to get it going, dude. I mean,
We got to get you doing those fashion commercials.
yeah, we're going to steal everything that Andrew Schultz does. We're just going to do with me. Fashion.
I think you can do those type of dances better than him.
I don't know. He's pretty good.
I know he's good.
very
I'm not taking
athletic.
away from him.
Yeah.
I think with your lips, you can do them better.
I have great lips.
You're more athletic than people give you credit for, too.
No, I'm not.
You're more agile than people give you credit.
Guys, stop
for.
sucking my dick. The show's over.
Like that.
Okay, so I can plug
When I do
something?
this, it looks like a
Yeah,
fat
what do you
guy
got?
being silly.
Besides my dates this weekend.
Yes, very
What do you
excited.
got? I mean, what do I have?
I'm going to be opening up for Robert Kelly in Pennsylvania all weekend, but I'm excited about that. I'm also excited, dude. The venue doesn't know it's my first time ever headlining a full weekend, but Nick's Comedy Stop in Boston,
Where?
October 14th.
The
15th.
Nick's?
Yeah, the
Downtown?
Nick's. Yeah, the legit one, man.
I hope.
So I'm very excited. My
That's
first
great.
full headline weekend. We're going to do it and try to pretend like it's a normal thing.
Congratulations, man. That's where I started.
Well, I got the
Historic
gig
place.
from you, actually.
How?
Eric.
Eric who?
Remember the nightmare gig we did for the corrections department?
Where?
Huh? I had to drive you.
Oh,
back.
yeah, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah, great dude, man. But he
It
hooked
was
it
a
up.
good gig, I thought.
We had fun, but it was set up to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then because of that, they're letting me actually headline again October 14th.
For the
15th.
same cops thing?
No, it's just a regular weekend at the club.
He
I'm
books
excited.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, the kid that was there that booked.
correct, Eric. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Eric. Yeah, he was a great guy.
good
That's
dude,
good, man. Good
but
for
I'm
you.
excited, and thank you for that. And then, of course, all weekend with Bobby Kelly. So
They giving you a hotel in Ev?
I should probably ask.
What, are you going to sleep in your car, you fucking jerk off? Well, you can't just take a gig, dude.
It's such a bad move when I have to call Sagalo for career advice. Hey, buddy, how does this work?
Hang on 1 second. I'm putting my nose rings in. Anyways, dude, I'm going to skateboard, so speed this up. All right, we got that. Let's go over the names real quick. I want to thank all the new Patreon members. Right now, we got Justin Davis. Thank you. $10 a month. God bless you, man. Love you. Mike DeRusso. Glad to have you. Tony, we got €5. Bam. Dominic Vecca. Nice name, Vaca. Do Hyun. Yeah, hey, baby. Thanks for being a supporter. Grant, you're the best. Robbie Goodwin. Robbie.
Yeah, from last week.
Oh, my God. He joined for $5, you cheap cocksucker.
Do we get him a shirt?
I don't know, dude. I mean, what the fuck, Robbie? Come on. What he wanted to see the video.
Probably.
It was all the-
Oh, well, he only got the audio then, too. Then because
Yeah, he only got audio. What do you want? It's free on Sunday. Thanks for being a supporter, man. Eric Cook, 10. Love you. Brody Austin. Great name.
Oh, you know that guy was a January 6th.
Fuck. Steven Scales, $5 a month. Thanks for being a supporter. It all goes into paying mush. So he can do fucking 9 million things and whatever. And I really appreciate it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. If you enjoyed the show on YouTube for free, go over there and support the show. I mean, these other guys are multimillionaires from you guys giving fucking nickels. Why don't you help me out? You know what I mean?
more importantly, you get an extra YKWD every week.
You get an extra YKWD. You get an extra Calter and Kelly. You get the JOP. I'm doing a lot of extra stuff for you guys. We're going to be doing the extra one, I think, tomorrow at some point.
At
Or
some point.
Thursday. Right?
Thursday would be better. 'cause I can
Thursday.
play
Let's do
tomorrow.
Thursday. Thursday, the extra YKWD with me and Mush. are going to be on. And you give your plugs. Are you going to be there? And again, this weekend I'll be at Jim Thorpe. I'm going to Skankfest. I'm going to be doing a bunch of podcasts this week, and I'm and Mush at Mike V Suarez. And
sir.
where are you going to be? He opened for me tonight. How was it tonight over there?
Oh, it was great. It was so much fun to be back at the Fat Black.
Yeah. So I'm going to Vegas Skankfest. Then I'm going to Austin to do some podcasts. You figure it out. And then CB Live in Phoenix, great club. And then Hilarities in Cleveland. I'm going to LA to do some podcasts too. So I'm going to be promoting the special coming out. We're going to be pushing it. October 8th, my birthday. So we'll be pushing that special on that day on louisck.com.
Nice.
So go get it. I'm going back to Boston. I'm going to Naples. All kinds of places. Go to my website. And what else, Nikki?
That's it.
All right, give it up for new Nikki. She's back behind the. You can't see her.
And follow Bobby at Robert Kelly Live on Instagram.
Yeah, follow me on social media. You guys are the best. We'll see you next week on You Know What, Dude?
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty jobs.